This is Taylor. I'll be going over your project from last week. Yeah, kind of scroll through real quick and get an idea. I've been through them a few times already, and overall, like they're really awesome. You have some like really good compositions and colors and patterns. Yeah, I really like what you've done with a lot of them. Um, yeah, to start off at the first one here, this is really, really awesome. It's really beautiful. It's something that like the quality of it and the sharpness of it and the division, the composition and the light is something that's really beautiful. Something that I would like enjoy to look at on a regular basis, um, which I don't say about a lot of photographs. It's very, very beautiful and really well done. I really like what you did. Yeah, I don't have really anything negative to say about it at all. I think it's beautiful. Um, this is really strong also. I like what you're doing compositionally. Most of your photographs are really strong compositionally. Um, what I start to see though with some of them, I don't know what kind of camera you're using. Like this is so sharp and looks so great, but some of them really start to break down and what looks like maybe just lower light situations. We start to get a lot of noise. And I don't know if you're using a camera that has manual mode, if you have it in auto, and if it's using like a higher ISO, that's going to create more of this noise, kind of these weird artifacts too, these weird kind of lines going on here and there. I don't know if you have capabilities of controlling that or not, but ideally make sure that you're shooting in RAW mode and that you have, I lost my train of thought. Make sure that you're shooting in RAW mode and you're yeah, using the lowest ISO as possible so you don't get this noise and these weird artifacts going on. But the composition is great. I really like that you have these like really close-up details between these two. I don't know if you're trying to compare both of these. That's kind of more like a conversation if we in person would be great. Um, but I kind of prefer this one with like the green in it a little bit more. And then what I'd recommend is kind of pushing it, maybe even get really close to these things in here and push like the abstraction of them and what they could be because they take on this weird meaning when you're so close or a different meaning that you start to question what they are. And these almost feel like you're so close right now that they almost feel like you're in an airplane like flying over, and I really like that quality of them. Yeah, and it's pretty light too. It's like gorgeous, like soft light coming down, this nice raking light. So it's a good time of day. This is really nice too. Your composition again is really strong. I don't know what's going on though. You have like these weird artifacts in your shadows though. Again, yeah, it's tough to say without a conversation. See what kind of camera you're using. But yeah, some of them have are a little better quality than others. Like this one looks like a little bit like I love the photograph, love the composition. It's really well done. It's sharp everywhere, but it just kind of breaks down. I don't know if it's something with the file handling, how you're saving them, or if they're shot in JPEGs, or something like that. Where this one is really solid, doesn't break down as much as this one does. Again, yeah, all of these are really great composition. Um, this one is okay. It's still very strong. It's not as strong as the others. It's very nice, so I love how this is going up. I don't like all the pixelization that's going on everywhere. I'd like to, ideally, it wouldn't happen, but if it's something you can't avoid, then it is what it is, and that's okay. Um, this is nice too. Yeah, it's rather beautiful. Really, I like the shadows on both sides. It's nice. This is great too. I love how close you are, and I love actually how these two kind of work together. This repeating patterns almost like this would be the concrete version, man-made version of this cactus, if you would. I really like those relationships between photographs and something to be aware of when you put photographs together, like in a space like this, and someone's going to look at them that you can't help but look at them in terms as relationships to each other. But yeah, great composition with most of them. I don't know if you can address any of the noise issue that's happening. If you can't, that's okay. This first shot is really just beautiful and really you nailed it. This is kind of the quality I'd want to see all of your photographs. Like your composition is on par with a lot of them with this as this one, but technically I'd like to see all of them like this. The other thing, just think conceptually, like visually, technically you're pretty sound. I would just think conceptually, where else could you go? Like if you were to photograph plants and continue to do it, or for your next project, could you go deeper with it? That's where like things become really interesting with art is make you ask questions or raise awareness or things like that. And I know you're early on with all of this, but you're kind of at the point where I'd like to challenge you in those directions because your composition and your other skills are really solid. So that's great. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to email me, and I look forward to see what you do next time around.